Dear students, welcome to the knowledge series. We are going to discuss the continuations of backpropagation algorithm. Now here in this particular segment we are going to discuss with respect to the mathematical or analytical study. Now backpropagation, as you have gone through my previous video series, it is to overcome the limitation of a single layer model network. Now Webrose in the year 1974 discovered the method of propagating the error from the output back to the input through the hidden units. And later in the year 1985 David Parker and in 1986 Licum, they redesigned the methods, and that's how they did a mathematical model of this particular network which you are viewing for the backpropagation study. Now here we are going to discuss this backpropagation study, keeping in mind that the network can able to produce the minimum error. For that purpose, we will be discussing this particular backpropagation algorithms, how it is going to learn, how it is going to get trained. Like that we will be discussing. So the training of the backpropagation network basically having a 3 stages. Now the very first stages is nothing but your feed forward stages. The next is a propagation stages, and finally we will be having a weight adjustment stages. So that's how we are going to discuss. When we talk about a feed forward means from the input the network is going to the hidden layer and then to the output. That's how we will be discussing. That is a feed forward of the input basically for the training pattern, and from the output it is going back to the hidden layer to the input. That is calculating the backpropagation associated with the error, which I have discussed in my earlier slides. And during the backpropagations, based on the variations between the actual and the desired, that is what it is going to give the error. That error corrections will be carried out with on the weights as well as on the bias. So that is a weight adjustment, it means. So what exactly the weight adjustment is going to do? You know that in the during the weight adjustment we are going to see that how we can see the local global minima in using the gradient descent methods, and the hidden layer basically, which you can see here in this network, the input x1 to xn is a input layer, z1 to zp is a hidden layer, and y1 to ym is a output layer. Now hidden layer is what is going to do is that it increase the network complexity. I can put it that the more the hidden layer, your complexity will increase. Today we talk about a deep learning. Deep learning is having a multiple hidden layers. So to update the error, so we try to do the training, and every time when we do the training, error is going to measure the difference between the actual and the desired output. So when we have a weight variation in the weight, variation in the error, automatically what we are going to do, we are going to apply a delta rule. Delta rule is nothing but to adjust the weight. Now what is weight? Weight is a one of the components in the neural network. Thereby the input in signal informations can be stored. Now here in the back propagation network, though here we have seen the 3 layer, the network can be a multi-layers also. So based on the input is fed to the network under the two case, that the output can be output can take place either in the form of 0 or 1 and -1 and +1. So that is the input is fed to the back propagation network, and the output is being in the form of a binary 0 and 1 or a -1 to -1 +1. So this is the based on your activation functions. Now activation functions, how it is taking place, it will take place monotonically. So that is we have already discussed earlier. So let us see this particular things, how this particular network is going to represent the mathematical model. Now here the feed forward case, where we are giving input xi, x1 to xn. So we will take into consideration, let us take a middle layer x of I. Now in this case of x of I is nothing, it receives the input signal, and after receiving the input signal, what it is going to do, it is going to broadcast it to the hidden layer. So that is how it is going to do. So it is easy to remember. This is I, J, K. This is N, P, M. So let us take this x of I as J, y of K. So this is and this is x of I, that is coming here, x of I, and that is the input nodes. This is the hidden node ZZ, and it is been given with the bias VOJ. VOJ here, and from xi to xj, the input the line connecting the x of I to x of j, it is nothing but it is given as Vij. So Vij is there because this is I suffix and this is j, so we put it as a Vij. So since it is V1 to Vj, so it is V1j. So that's how you should able to remember. And similarly, from ZZ to YK, we are having a weight WK for this link. So this is VW of JK, and output of this one is YK. Output of this one is ZC, ZJ. Okay. So these are some of the terms we are going to use it. Now the another important thing is that here we are going to, once this input xj receives the input signal from x of I, it is going to broadcast it to the hidden layer or hidden neuron. Hidden neuron, what is going to do, it will receive all the inputs, and it is going to sum up that one and then apply the activation function. After doing the activation function, it is going to produce z of z, and this z of z, it goes to the output neuron, and in the output nodes it is going to receive the and sum up all the inputs, and then again it is going to apply the activation function. Thereby the net output is being generated. Now during the process of a training, the net output is going to compare the actual value and the desired value. So if the error is generated, that error is being distributed back to the hidden layer, and that's how the weight is adjusted, and the weight updations will take place until this error factor is going to minimum or not. So this is this is how the system works. So what are the steps here? Once again I repeat the step. The first is the learning take place in the feed forward phase, that is first. Then the error signal is being determined after the training, and if the error is the error gradient, if error is there, then the error gradient is calculated, and finally the weights are updated. So let's see the mathematical functions with respect to the terminology. Now here in this particular case, you can see that x is nothing but the input training vector. That is what this is. X is nothing but input training vector, that is x1 to xn. And what is output t? Output t is nothing but the target. You see this one, t1 to tm, it is when this is the target. So this is the target, and here what is y? Y is the actual. Okay, so we want to see that this actual should be equal to the target. Output target vector. Now delta k is here written. If you look across, the delta k is nothing but in the portions of the error weight adjustment. That is this weight, wjk weight, if it has to adjust whatever yk is generated, it is compared with tk, and the error is nothing but the delta k. So that delta k is going to adjust the wjk for the in the back propagations, and in that back propagations between the output node and the hidden node. Now here again, here also del j, this is delta k I told. Now del j is what is going to do. It is also going for a portion of the error corrections of what vji. Now vji is again going to see that in the back propagations this error is being error exists or not, because initially here also error was there. This error adjustment was made for this. Automatically it indicates that there is also an error for this one. So if there is a more number of nodes, every nodes will be keep on adjusting until the network go for a feed forward. So that's why it is a portion of the error correction of weight adjustment of VGI, that is due to the back propagation error to the hidden unit ZC. Okay, alpha is the learning rate, is for your understanding, and x of I is nothing but the ith input. So this is what x of I, and v of j is nothing but this one. V of j is nothing but this is the bias input that has been shown over there, and ZF and next is ZZ. What is ZZ? ZZ is nothing but sum of the input plus activation functions, that is the output in the hidden nodes, that is the jth hidden unit. That is what it is written. Net input of ZZ is equal to Zin is equal to V of I plus summation of x of I z and Vgi. X of I is this one into Vgi plus this one is equal to Zf. So in timing you ignore other inputs. So that's why single input you take it. So with respect to single bias, that's how here also other input. That's why they have put it as sum x of I Vj of I. X of I means x1 x2 xn, and Vji of I Ij is nothing but x1 to xn, that is here, and Ji is also stating with respect to this j, because it is related to this suffix j. So I is ranging between 1 to n. So that is how. So all the nodes is being summed together and followed by its activation function. That will give you ZZ. You have to remember, ZZ is not a straightforward, just a summing, rather sum plus activation. Now similarly WOK is nothing but this bias of the output nodes, and what is YK? YK in the same way we are writing WOK plus, that is a bias, plus ZJ into VJK, that is ZJ into VJK, where J ranges from I1 to N. So that's how it is summed and then followed by activation function. That's how we got it, this value. So these are nothing but the total value. Now we go further for the discussion. So you have to keep this, you can draw this one on your notebook and keep this one in your mind, you can refer that one. So because the next expressions, whatever I am going to explain to you, that expressions is important to correlate with this figure. Now here you have to remember that the binary sigmoidal, which can be either 0 or 1 or -1 or +1. Any one you can take into consideration. If you are taking 0 and 1, so follow for both case 0 and 1. Or if it is a -1 +1, you can go. That means sigmoidal you go, or a bipolar sigmoidal you can take into considerations. Now we go to the next figure. Now here let us see this one. Now the point is that it is mentioned here is that the activation function derivation is made for an arbitrary function, arbitrary activation functions f of x. So we are taking the middle nodes. That is we are only talking with respect to these nodes. So here if you try to see that the output of the kth output, what is kth output? Yk is equal to f of y in k. Now what is y in k? Y in k is nothing but the summation of all the summation of a j 1 to n, where the zj is the middle hidden node into the hidden node which is connected to the output node, its weight wjk. So that is what we represent. Now here we are going to see that what is yk is the actual output. Now what is our target? Tk. So we are going to see the error functions. So we will see the let us take into consideration we are going for seeing the mean square error. So here 0.5 is nothing but 1/2. Okay, so where the we take into consideration with respect to n is 1 upon n, so that n value is here it is 2. So sigma k tk minus yk square. So this is the targeted value, this is the actual value. So this is the error. So how we can minimize the error? We go for a derivation. We are derivating this function, error functions. That's how we can go for minimizing its value. So we are derivating with respect to what the weight value, initial weight value. This is the old value wjk. So when we are derivating, we are getting tk minus vk, and this is, since it is a minus yk, so minus is minus here, delta of yk by delta of wjk. So now we go to the next functions, delta of yk by delta of wjk. Now if you try to see of delta of yk, we either if you want to clearly see this one, delta of yk, you just to see here. If you go to here, if you look across the these functions, we can either take a derivative of this one with respect to wjk, delta of y in k by wjk. What is going to produce a delta of that is going to produce a z of z. That is going to produce z of z only, because we are taking with respect to wjk. So before we go to that one, we can see rewrite this one. That is delta of yk, that is here, and delta of wjk, that is what been shown here. So delta of y by delta of wjk, we are writing in the form of these representations, where we will be able to find that delta of yk, if you take a delta of yk with respect to y in k, delta of yk by interest with respect to delta of y in k, what is going to produce? This is going for a differentiation of f of y in k by delta of y in k. That is what we are writing here in this particular situations. So here from the net results from here, we are going to see this one is the delta of f of y in k by delta y in k, and here it is delta of yk by delta of z of k. Because if you see this one, this is inside this. So delta of yk by delta of jk means what? We have to say we have to take the whole functions there is a two derivative comes, one for this one, another for the external of this one. So that's how we are rewriting this one. Now here, what is this one? This one we can write it as f bar by y in k. This is nothing but a derivative notations. So f bar by y in k. So what is this one? This one is straightforward, is zk. So this is what this is same thing is the we can write, instead of writing this one also we can write, if you write, but it is an easy way to represent it. First you do for this one. So once you do for this one, you will be getting delta y in k by delta wk, and for when you are doing this one, you are getting delta of f of y in k by y in k. That is what I mean to say here. So you got this one. So here what we are going to let we are taking this tk yk, and this one is as delta k. So this is what we are writing here, is that we are taking this component and this component and leaving minus and zz asides as a delta k. Now we go to the next weight. So what is what we have done? We have done between the output and the hidden node this much. So this is the error functions between the output and hidden node. This is what we have been done after the feed forward. Now we go to the next point. We are looking for the input and the hidden node. Now when we try to see this input and the hidden nodes, here again we are doing the same thing with respect to error function. But now how we have done, this is the error. We check this error with respect to the first weight between the hidden and the output. Now the same way we are doing for with respect input and the hidden nodes, that is Vij, and we are doing the similar. Now here again you see, you find minus tk yk and delta of yk by v of j, just like we have done here. Now if you go further, you will be seeing this one, sigma of a tk yk and delta of y in k by y in k and delta of y in k by vij. Just the way I have explained about this one, you can correlate with here. Now here only the thing is that this is the y in k is equal to sigma zj and wjk, but when you are going for writing with respect to v delta of vji, so in that particular situations you have to understand that you are going for rewriting with respect to the derivative of with respect to v of ij. So that is what it means. If yk is equal to delta of v of ji, so we are getting this component and this component. Now if you see this one, what is this one? That is same thing like this component, that is the derivative. Now what we have done, now this part is over. Now this is already existing. Now we are rewriting delta of y in k by vj of I. Now delta of y in k by vji, when you are rewriting, you will be able to see that delta of y in k by zj and delta of zj and vj of I, you can put this one in this particular order, or you can if you want to understand this one, you can take into consideration, you know that zj is nothing but zj. What is zj? Zj is nothing but f of in of f of z in. You can see zj is nothing but f of z in. You take a delta of zj by z in. What is going to delta of f of z in by z in? That is nothing but f dash z in into delta of z in. So that is what I mean to talk to you with respect to z in k. So here when we try to redefine this particular, we will be getting delta of z in by delta of zj, delta of zj by delta of vj. Or you can put these two components here, and after that you can rework on this one. That is also here. Now what is tk, vk and f of f dash of y in k? That is delta k. That is what here. What is delta of y in k by delta of zj? Delta of y in by delta of zj. If you see this one, delta of zj, that is equal to wjk. If you take a derivative with respect to zj, so that is what we did, that is w of jk. So we are having this component known, this component. Now what is remaining? Delta of z in by delta of Vij. Delta of z in by delta of Vij. Delta of z in is this one. Its derivative with respect to Vij, if you do it, what is going to come? X of I. That is what X of I. So you got it, this one input to the hidden unit. Now you go further. You are rewriting this one is that delta of Zj is equal to delta of k sigma k, summations of with respect to w of jk. Now what is this one? Into f dash of zin. That means you are writing this entire components as zc. That is what it means. Now if you what is this one? This is the error which is generated from the input and hidden. What is this one? This is the error generated from hidden and output. So you have got two error different variations. That is the gradient error you are able to see. Now you have to go for a minima. How you can able to go? You will have to go for a weight adjustment. That is what the change in weight of the output unit are given by delta of wjk is equal to minus alpha, that is alpha is a learning rate, into derivative of E by delta of wjk. So that is how we derivative of E by delta of wjk. What is that one? You have seen that derivative of E by delta wk is nothing but this is delta delta k. Delta k is this much unit. You see these two. And what is the actual things? Delta E by delta wjk, that is minus delta k into zj. That is what? Minus delta delta k into zj. But this minus and this minus become plus. So that is alpha delta j delta k zj. So this is the weight of the output unit, hidden and output unit adjustment. That is what delta it is indicate. Del is nothing but change in the variations. Now similarly, we are going for the input unit. Input if you are going for the input unit, what you are going to find it here? You are going to find delta of Vij is equal to minus alpha into del of E by del of Vij. So when you say delta of Vij, so that it comes as minus alpha. No, that comes as minus alpha. That comes as alpha alpha into delta of k, delta of delta of j, because this is delta of j, this point. So delta of j then x of I, that is going to becomes your the net output, because here we are ignore the minus, so this is a plus component. So in the case of a hidden input to hidden, minus is this minus and this minus become plus. So alpha of delta j into xj. So this is zj was the hidden, so here we are going to getting at x of j. That is the change in the weight of the hidden unit. So this is how we able to try to create the mathematical model of the function. Now here I am going to also show you some of the other terms with respect to the training. There is a spelling mistake. This is trainin, L is coming. So training algorithms for the BP. Now how the training algorithms is going to take place? In the training algorithm, first we initialize the weight, and we consider the stopping function if it is false, that is if x is not equal to the target values. So in that case we will be going from a step 3 to step 9. That is 10 means the last step. So execute step 2, 3 to step 10. That is what for no, if this is stopping condition is false, then switch over from the 3 2. So you will be directly going to the 10 steps. But if this condition to achieve the x is equal to the target value, we have to go for the training steps from 3 to 9. Otherwise, if this x is equal to t target is achieve already, then you have to directly jump from here to the terminating stop conditions. So we have to initialize for this achieving this one. We have to first of all initialize the weight and the bias weight, and after that we feed the input. From the feeding the input, we first calculated the hidden nodes. Hidden node is Zj. How will we calculate? First we calculate Z in, then we can do the activation functions, then we broadcast Zc to the output nodes. Output nodes neurons. What is the output? Yk. What is Yk? How Yk is found? It will take a Y in K, which is a bias. Here also bias is a bias plus Zj is nothing but the hidden nodes, and this is the Wk is nothing but the initial weight. And from there we got the activation function Yk is found. So Yk we got it here, and Zj is there. Now from here we are computing delta K. So delta K is nothing but you are changing the weight between the your desired weight, targeted weight minus actual weight. So that is how we into your derivations of the f dash of y in k. Derivation of f dash of y in k is, if you see, we are taking a derivative of the activation functions. That is what it means. So from this we have got the new weight, which is the learning rate, into this delta k is the error into the hidden nodes. That's how we created for the one nodes, and another node is with respect to the bias. Delta wk is nothing but the bias weight. Delta wk is the activation functions into your error. Now similarly, hidden nodes, we are finding z in j, that is the your error functions. From there we are finding the delta of zj, which is nothing but z in j into your active double derivative of the activation function. Similarly, we are finding the weights of the input to the hidden and its a bias. So once we know this one, this is the new weight. Now here one more thing you have to see. Now here the z in j, that is from the output node to the hidden node, and from hidden node back to the input to the hidden node. That is how. So the zj, it is basically taking into considerations what zj is taking into consideration this error which is being generated because of the hidden output to the hidden, that is being taken, and its weight both are taken and summed together. That is how the z in j is being generated, and on that one your the activation function is whereas here activation function is applied for what? Activation function is applied for the only the different variations. So from the variation error is found, but here the error into weight is being taken into considerations. That's all. This is very important point. You have to keep it in your mind. Now what is the new updated weight? Wjk new is equal to Wjk old plus delta of this one, Wjk. This is the new weight for the hidden to the output. Now Vij new is nothing but Vij old plus delta of Vij. So Vij old is nothing but your old weight, and delta of Vij is means it is defined here. So that is how we are able to see the variations in the new weight and the old weight. And finally, after the weight is being adjusted, we are able to going for a terminating. So that's how we are taking the study with respect to the training as well as with respect to the learning rules. So learning and the training is being shown. So I believe that I can stop here, and in the next discussion I will discuss with respect to the same algorithm. We can rewrite in a different forms and its mathematical examples. Thank you.